Okay, it is May 12th, so we got just a couple weeks left. A couple things that I don't really have much for you personally because we've all been kind of in contact. We're all in either the Summer Slim Down group or we are doing the 5-day clean eating group. I think most of you guys are all doing that. Casey, are you doing a free group right now?
Am I doing a free group? No.
No. Okay. And you put some of your girls into the Slim Down. That's right. Perfect. So how is the free group going for those of you who aren't in my group? I think that's Nicole, Alicia. How's it going for you guys?
I think it's going really well. Everyone is posting pretty frequently, so that's nice to see. All of the members are.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been really nice. There's been a couple, for lack of better words, Debbie Downers. One day.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
But everyone's been like really supportive, like commenting and trying to give suggestions, and not just the coaches. So it's actually been a really good group. There are a lot of us though, but it kind of helps.
Yeah.
With, comment right away. Somebody else is going to comment and kind of step up.
Yeah.
So
awesome. Sometimes that is, the hard thing about being in a big free group, and that's why we don't ever want like the paid groups to be that big, because then people are getting like this overload of messages and overload of notifications, which I know I am, and it like stresses me out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have 79 things on my little thing. But it's good though when there is a lot of people in a free group like that, because they're getting that momentum keeps going, and they start they're commenting on each other's pictures and giving them feedback and that kind of stuff too. What kind of Debbie Downer things are you guys hearing? That's interesting.
Oh, just like one girl who's pregnant. She's one that I invited. Sorry, guys. But she's like day one, and she's like, I blew it already. And she's like, I'm 5 months pregnant, and the cravings. And so people were giving her suggestions. One of my other girls just had a baby 6 months ago. She was giving her advice. So it was really nice that we've had girls who haven't been pregnant, are pregnant, in the middle of pregnancy kind of thing. It's been good. Not like Debbie Downer. And then another girl who's like, is there no wine on this list? And I was like, oh, it's only been 3 hours. But
I was laughing hard when I saw that. She's like, was wine left off intentionally?
No, I thought it was funny.
And then it said feeling emotional. I was like,
I have those days when I'm like, I just want a glass of wine so bad.
Oh my God, that's like every day.
Yeah.
I know, for real. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And while my husband's taking a glass or having a beer, I'm like, oh, you suck. But 4 more months to go. We got this. But well, good. I'm glad it's going well. Then ours is going well too. We have I think we're up to 200 people in ours. It's ridiculous because there's so many of us.
Oh my gosh.
But it's been good. Everyone's been posting and been really interactive. At least I feel that way. So
That's good.
But okay, cool, good. So we're good on that. And basically at the end of those groups, there's not really much that you need to do as far as closing it out. I mean, you can say something, so somebody can volunteer to do a little post and say, hey, or a little video. I'm so glad that you guys joined us for these 5 days. If you're interested in more accountability, blah, 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 reach out to your coach and they can share with you about their current plan or their next group coming up. And we can also, I don't know, we haven't really talked about our next group for, what's the next month after June? So because we've got time to do that. So we don't really need to invite to that per se, but you definitely can tell them about the Summer Slim Down or whatever your current group is, because a lot of them might really enjoy something like they're doing, or that might be a good time to kind of get some of them onto on demand to try that 30 days free if they're, because we've been, at least in our group, we've kind of been posting our workouts too and been saying, encouraging them to get active for 20, 25 minutes a day. And we've been posting when we do our stuff. So that's a good way to kind of reach out to them. I know I personally will spend all the time and go and send them all personal messages and kind of just check in with them. And because during a free group, it's a great way to get some new people possibly interested, or just to be able to have that conversation going on, so that later on when you're trying to invite to your June group or you want to invite now, you can. just a little reminder about ending that group on Friday, or you can let it trickle out through the weekend if you want. It's up to you. You know, we said 5 days, but a lot of times we kind of let it go a little bit longer just because they're all into it and that kind of thing. So that's all I have to say about that. Any questions about free group stuff?
Yeah, are you guys doing any prizes or anything in yours? And the only reason I asked that is I wasn't planning to, but I know that our Facebook cover said like something and then prizes, and I was like, I just saw that and I was like, what are we giving away? Like I didn't even think about that.
Because the girl, my upline coaches, we kind of planned this together and then dispersed it among all of our coaches. So
Gotcha. And nobody said anything, so I don't think like we've announced anything about like there's a giveaway. So I think we'll be okay. But
in the past, you know, with like the water hydration challenge, that was like one of the very first challenges that I did by myself. And in that one, we did a giveaway, and it was more so like every coach picked like their top person, the one person, and the criteria was like, you know, whoever had been posting and been really consistent the whole week or the whole 10 days or whatever the week was. And you can see like a little thing, like one time I sent like some kind of examples of giveaways. I've sent a water bottle out. You know, you can go to TJ Maxx and get a really cheap water bottle for $6.99 and put it in the mail. Sometimes I've done something off of Amazon where you can just send it because it's free shipping. You can send them something there. So it's up to you. And you can kind of decide how to do it, but it needs to be consistent among all the coaches in your group. So if someone's not comfortable with sending out a giveaway, then don't do it. Like you said, I don't think we really fully said anything about that, so I don't think anyone's going to think anything different.
okay.
Yeah. So at least our group, we haven't really talked about it, so I don't think that we probably will, unless it just gets to be something we need to do at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessary.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, what else? As far as the sneak peek group goes, everyone should be added into that. If you're not, that's my bad, and I probably forgot, so please let me know. I went through the other day and made sure I thought that everyone was in there, so if I missed you, I apologize. But into that sneak peek group, so tonight or tomorrow morning, I'm going to post tonight for you guys, just a little blurb that you can give them, and you need to send them the link to go and view the videos on whatever our team, Inspiration Dream Team, or whatever website that is. So all of you should know that. If you don't, then let me know. And it's posted in our team page somewhere. I can try to scroll down and find it and re-tag you in it. But basically, if you just go to where all of you, especially new coaches, you should be fairly familiar with where your training stuff is at. But when you go and when you've created your account on that Dream Team site, when you go to your profile, you see the link to send to sneak peek coaches, the link to send to new coaches, the link to send for coaches who want to push to Emerald and then push to Diamond. There's all those different trainings. And literally all you do is send that little link, and I'll kind of send you a little message that you can send them. So if you want to do it in a Facebook message or in a email, that's totally up to you. And we'll kind of just encourage them. And I can make a post tomorrow too for them, like a little video, and just remind them to watch just the first day. The very first day, I believe, is the webinar. And so it's a little bit longer. So the goal is for them to be able to go and kind of spend just the first day watching the first little set of videos. And then they can kind of be able to come back to that group and post about any questions that they have. Because in the past, that's how we used to do it. And then we kind of changed into sending them, you know, just very individualized. So some of like my newer coaches that are just now joining us, I sent you an email and you went there and then you came back to me. And so it just kind of allows it to be more of a group feel and let them kind of get some more questions answered that way. And we'll do the same thing for the next 2 days. And then on Friday evening, we'll do a little post about, if they're interested, how to sign up to be a coach and to reach out to you and that kind of thing. And I thought it would be kind of cool if anyone wants to volunteer to maybe make a little video about kind of what coaching has done for you so far, whether you just started or whether you have been one of my more veteran coaches, that kind of thing. If you feel comfortable to do that, it might be nice for them to kind of see you and see people from our team and kind of hear about what your experience has been. And it can be a really short little 2-minute blurb about how you kind of found out about coaching, how you got into it, how you feel about it now, that kind of thing. How do you feel about that?
I don't mind making a video. I don't have anyone to add yet, so
Okay.
I can certainly be a guinea pig, but I don't mind at all making a little snippet about that and then just adding that to our Facebook page.
Yeah.
I do want to ask though, what is the website to send them to? Is it just Inspiration?
It's the
Team
Inspiration.
Inspiration.
Let me see if I can
I
find
couldn't
it.
remember. I just off the top of my head, I just couldn't remember. It's been a while since I've been there.
We post it. For some reason, sometimes depending upon the computer I'm on, it does not send me there, and I have to like sign in and go to a different thing because my computer is retarded. So yeah, I was just trying to do it now and it won't send me there. So I will post it after this video call because it won't let me do it instead of spending
Awesome.
time.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just the Inspiration Dream Team website. And when you go in, it's your login that you created. So, you know, whatever your name and password was.
I did that like whatever months ago, and then I never got to it again. So I completely forgot.
Yeah, and if you, for anyone who gets on their coaches who did this a long time ago, who got that link, if you forgot your name the other day, I sat with Micah for like 20 minutes and I was like, oh my God, I cannot remember my username. And I tried to reset it and times. And so she can quickly reset it for you so that she'll reset your password for you and let you know what your username is. So if you get to that website that I'll post later tonight, and you can't remember what your info is, then you can let me know, or you can just immediately message Micah because she'll be able to help you.
Okay.
So, anything else about sneak peek stuff? No? Anyone? Definitely.
I have questions.
Yeah.
A second. Whoever's someone else asking one too?
I don't think so. I think it was me talking.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. So I started on the personal invites. I did 3. I don't know if that's a lot or a little, but they all said no, and they were definitely like people I thought would really be interested, and people I know personally. But I just didn't know, like, how many are people sending? Are you sending them to people you don't know as well but seem like they might be interested? And just any tips would be helpful on what others are doing.
I know. When you're starting, it's so hard to get those no's. So really important, first of all, just to be listening to some videos, even listening to some videos that talk about rejection and things like that, because we're all human and it sucks to be told no.
Yeah.
I'm so stubborn, and so like Spencer and I would laugh about it all the time because I hate being told no. And we all do, especially when you feel like you're putting yourself out there and it's like you're not getting that response that you wanted. But it is not you. It is not just you. Everybody has gotten a million no's. When I first started, I got a ton of no's about stuff, and I was barely had the balls enough to invite anybody. So it's personal invites for things like that. So personally, I invite lots of people, but some of them are people who have been in a current group with me or who I maybe kind of think would be interested. I personally don't have a lot of close friends who are into fitness at all, really even like acquaintances. And it's been a lot of people that I've built kind of throughout my network of people throughout all the months that I've been coaching that I've been able to kind of invite and add in. Even like some of the girls that I just recently put in our sneak peek group, I'm like, wow, they just became my friends on Facebook the last probably like 2 or 3 weeks. And they're just people that I know are into fitness that I can kind of ask and reach out to. So I would definitely, you can, as you're still starting too, so it's a lot. And so you're just putting yourself out there, which is awesome because people are seeing that. And then, a lot of times I've had multiple instances where people have told me no a few times, and I kind of just keep coming back around and just putting the little bug in the ear, letting them know and saying, I totally understand, that's fine, I'll keep you in mind for later on. And a lot of times they come back around, but it could be in 3 or 4 or 5 months. And that's where like the consistency really shows up in just being there and continuing to post, not forgetting about them, making sure that you wrote their name down somewhere along the way and that you kind of can get to go back to it. Does anyone have any suggestions for maybe those of you who maybe have been hearing notes and things that you have done personally?
I think you hit it on the head, Ashley. I was just going to say to Mamie, That's really awesome because it's really terrifying when you first start out. Like, you definitely don't want to get that no, and you're like, what are they going to think of me? I'm just trying to sell them something. And the last time we tried to do like I put out something for coaching, I remember I messaged, I don't know, maybe 5 people individually. 2 of them said yes. And then one I like try to follow up with, and she like never responded again. But then she's commented on everything I do since then. So it's like, okay, what just happened? So,
and that happens all the time.
Seriously, it's everybody. It happens to everyone. I know it sounds like cliche and like, oh, you know, they come back months later. They really do though. Like, I've had some girls that comment that I hadn't talked to in years, and they were like, I've been following your post for the last 5 months. And I was like, you have? Like, you've never commented on anything till now. So people are like watching. So just keep consistent, like Ashley says. That's all you can do is just personally invite, follow up with people. When people comment on stuff, like, you know, engage them. You know, when they ask about something, you know, follow through, like with the recipe or this or that, you know, show them that you want, you know, them to know that you care and that you're interested in helping. So just keep doing what you're doing. It's kind of frightening at first, but you will get more.
I am really impressed with all of you new coaches for just going at it, because that's so scary.
Thanks,
Yeah.
that's helpful.
But I would, you know, just set a goal for yourself whenever we have anything to invite people to, whether it's a sneak peek or whether it's a challenge group or whatever. Set a goal for yourself of how many people that you want to invite, and then kind of be thinking about that throughout the month. So even over tonight or tomorrow morning, be thinking of maybe a few other people, or if there's some people on Instagram or people that like your husband knows. I mean, there's some people that Spencer knows that I'm like, he's like, you should reach out to them because they might be into that. And it's like, okay, well, why not? You know, the worst that they can say is no, even though it sucks to hear no. But it's
Hey, Ashley.
that one yes in the middle of a million no's. Really is. Yeah, Casey.
Hey, do you get people like your paid groups from Instagram? Because I've noticed that I can pull people from Instagram to Facebook for the free stuff, but I don't get a lot of hits. I get more of that from Facebook. Do you actually get customers off of Instagram?
It depends. I definitely, I have seen over the course of time is that a lot of times if they leave their email, I'll send them an email. And 90% of the time, either I won't hear back from them in that email, or I will, and then it kind of just trickles off, and they won't really follow up after we've kind of talked back and forth about goals and stuff. Now, the other thing that I've seen that has happened a lot more recently after I've been really focusing on being really consistent and really doing my power of threes and all that kind of stuff is that they kind of trickle over into my fitness page, and I see them after I've seen them like a lot of my stuff, then I kind of see them following my fit page, and then I always automatically friend them. So then they kind of become my Facebook friends, and then and then a lot of times those girls are our customers, are people that end up hearing about, because I already know that they're probably coming from Tone It Up or from some kind of some kind of hashtag from all my fit hashtags, and so then they kind of become people that are, you know, interested in that, and I kind of already know that about them. And so when they start posting and sharing stuff, I make sure to really be looking out for that and commenting and that kind of thing. So, but there's been definitely not as much. Definitely Facebook is where most of my people and interest comes from, but I do get a lot of interest on Instagram. It's just not always followed through, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Just wondering.
Yeah. So, but definitely hashtags and being really consistent on there and trying to get like some kind of food, some kind of workout, and some kind of something else on Instagram and on Facebook every day really helps to kind of be consistent. Because I know I follow people who do the same thing, and I always look forward to their workout post that day. And I know that they're going to do some kind of motivational post, and I also know that they're probably going to post their meals, and it's, you know, it kind of becomes this consistent thing. So consistency is huge. I say it all the time, but it really makes all the difference. It's crazy.
I was just going to comment that I got my first taker for like the paid group. Well, like the first interest on Instagram. And I was like, oh my God, like celebrating. One person commented, was like, I'm in So I
Seriously.
see on her,
Yeah.
things are going good, and then like nothing. So it's like it happens. And she still follows me on Instagram, and she's still around. And I followed up one more time. I even Instagram messaged her and was just like, "Hey, we're doing a free challenge this week. Why don't you join that one and see if you like the idea of a group?" Nothing. So you never know. But I'm just gonna keep, posting, and maybe
really
she'll come
good.
back around.
It's really hit or miss too, because you think about, our business now is being on social media and is being on Facebook and Instagram. Before that, think about, unless you were already really into social media, think about, you don't really check your stuff every single day. So a lot of times it's kind of like, it may be, and Instagram only holds those last so many notifications to where if they have a lot of people they follow or a lot of people that follow them, then they might not even see your post unless they think to go back to that sneak peek post that they, clicked on, or back to whatever. So that's just where following up with them is pretty much all that you can do, and knowing that it is so not you. It's just.
I have a question on Instagram, Ashley. So I know we had talked about like you can do it, I guess, Shailene's way, or whoever had said this, it's really tough. Like you can a bunch of pictures, make comments, and then you might get more followers that way. So I tried that for a little while, and it was definitely really tedious. So I stopped doing it. But I will get my followers. It's like as soon as I get like 3 like new girls, usually like Tone It Up related, all of a sudden I look at my followers and they've dropped again because I'm getting a mix of like randoms or like, those, I don't know what they're called. I guess computer generated, like rap girls, or like even Beachbody coaches friend me and then unfriend me. I guess if I don't follow them back. But I'm just trying to figure out how you girls with like the 1,000+ followers, like how you're getting more followers. Because mine's like every time I get 3 and I lose like 1, and it's like,
Yeah. Well, oh, go ahead.
Well, Ashley probably has a better answer to this. I downloaded that followers app that I mentioned a few weeks ago, and honestly, I get a bigger return on the Tone It Up community, and I'm trying to hit the BBG community too. But I just follow a bunch of those girls, and then you can't, most likely they're going to follow you back, and then you can go unfollow people so it doesn't look like you're following everybody. So that's how I'm getting the followers, because going through like liking photos and commenting on photos, somebody might follow you back, but chances are it's gonna just get lost in their feed.
Sure.
Yeah, I would definitely say, so the Shailene way that Laura's just talking about for some of you newer coaches is Shailene Johnson. She's the coach or the trainer for PiYo. And her kind of philosophy on Instagram, she's like an Instagram guru, and she does a bunch of videos about it. You can definitely look her up on YouTube because she's got a really great different tips and stuff. But her idea is to go and to like 5 photos or go to one person's page, and you're going to like 5 of their photos. You're going to comment on 3 of them, and then you're going to add. Is that right? Is that all for the same person? And then you're going to add the same person? Is that right? I think
3 photos, comment on one, and follow them.
Yeah. So basically, but you just want to be, finding 5 photos to like, commenting on a good amount of them, and then also adding different people. And then if they end up not following you back or whatever, then that's either you can follow them or not follow them. But Casey's had a lot of success with that followers app. I haven't actually done it or downloaded it, but that's an option too. Okay. If you wanted to try something that kind of helps you to see who's following you, who follows you back, and that kind of thing is my understanding.
Okay. I just don't know why I still keep getting like the weirdos.
I still get them too.
Pakistan or Kazakhstan. It's like, you don't care what I post, sir. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, why am I getting these people? So.
Yeah, that's just going to happen with all of our fit hashtags anyways, because there's so many other people who are going to hashtag FitFam or who are going to hashtag whatever. So that's why I always kind of throw in Tone It Up. So I think we're all Tone It Up people. We all mostly know what Tone It Up is. Right? Even Mamie knows who they are. But definitely kind of trying to hashtag some of those and looking out for people for Tone It Up girls. That, like Casey said, the Bikini Body Guide. A lot of girls use that. Also, the Fit Girls Guide. That's also another one. and there's a couple hashtags that they use too, and I've started doing some of those. It's called Fit Girls Guide, fitness girls, something. I'll have to look and see, but even if you just
Yeah, Fit Girls Guide.
yeah. And so that kind of helps with some other people too, because it's a little bit more specific, and at least you know that you're targeting a specific audience of people. All those girls have in common with us is that they are all into fitness. They're all trying to get better. And a lot of them, even though when we all started out, we were like, oh, I don't know if we can get any Tone It Up girls because they're probably already all really into Tone It Up. And yes, they are, just like we all were, but they also are looking for something a little bit more personalized, a little bit more serious, and a little bit more accountability. And that's where I've had so many girls come through a lot of my different challenges, and you guys as coaches that really enjoy something a little bit different than just Tone It Up. So
Okay.
just kind of finding your niche, but you're always going to have those stupid spammers. Just be like Brooks and just delete them and report them as spam.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do. I still get those too. So
Okay.
okay. Next thing, I only have 2 more things, and then we can move on. Does anyone have questions? Sorry, we're going kind of fast. Any of my newbies over there, or any other questions? No? Okay. Cool. I'm working on signing into Beachbody really quickly, so I was going to screen share something for you. But while we're doing that, somebody asked about clarification. I know you guys have been messaging back and forth about Success Club. Is that a question that was still unclear to somebody, for anybody?
Oh, was that like what you need to qualify for Success Club and for the leads, all that stuff?
Was that the question? I believe someone just said, can I talk about Success Club and leads? Is that what?
Yeah, can you just like give a summary of it, pretty much, of what like us as the new people need to sort of work towards doing?
Absolutely. So, and you're going to be learning this in your training and stuff too. And there's so many terms and all this kind of terminology that you will learn a lot more about. And it just kind of becomes more well-known as you're using it more. But basically Success Club is kind of like your personal, it should be your personal goal every month. There's Success Club here. I'm going to show you, I'm going to screen share my screen here. Okay, so when you sign into your back office, can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. When you sign into your back office, this is kind of what tells you your qualification. So like right now, I'm only at Success Club 5, and it'll show you your points right here. Success Club is basically your goal to kind of monitor and see that you're growing every month. If you hit Success Club 5, that means that you either sold 2 different challenge packs. Remember, a challenge pack is Shakeology plus one of the workouts. That either means that you sold 2 of those and 1 Shakeology order, or you're at 6 right here, and it's you sold 3 challenge packs. So each challenge pack has 2 points awarded to it, and then each order of just Shakeology, like Shakeology monthly, is 1 point. So basically, every month you want it to be your goal to try and hit Success Club 5. When you do that, then when you go into your back office after, every couple of weeks, you'll see that you have new customers. And those new customers will come from something like this. It will come from, it'll be a customer program if it's Success Club 5. And all that means is it's somebody who signed up for a free coach. And so what I do is I will send them a quick little email. I had my email pulled up somewhere, but you'll send them a quick little email about, hey, I'm your free coach, or I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Ashley. I'm your Beachbody coach. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here. If you have any questions about any blah, 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 like that. Let me show you what I sent out today. So this is an example of something I would send to one of my free leads when I get a free lead from Beachbody for just being their coach. So, sorry, my computer is being so slow. But anyways, something like this. Hey, Stephanie, I'm so excited that you've taken this, that you've decided to take the first step on your health and wellness journey. I'm your Team Beachbody coach, and I'm here to assist you in any way possible. How are you liking your club membership? Have you tried out Beachbody On Demand yet? Because it'll tell you what they've ordered. So this is basically a free person that I could possibly have as a customer later on. They have me as their coach now, and maybe down the road they'll want to buy a challenge pack, or they might be interested in something else, or they might not even know where to begin, and they're waiting for someone to reach out to them. Half the time you will not have anyone respond, or they will email you back and be like, I want to cancel whatever I got. But it doesn't always happen, but it will happen a lot. So, when I did it, I made a quick little video of myself kind of being like, hey, this is me. So glad you're here. Love it. Let me know if you need anything. And then I gave them access to my three social media accounts for them to follow me if they ever needed any support or accountability. So that's when you hit Success Club 5. Well, really 5 or 10, but Success Club is just your goal for the month. If you're hitting Success Club 5 every month, you know that you're building your business, that you're growing a little bit more, that you're reaching out to people, and that people are getting interested in what you're doing.
And that only happens when you're Emerald, right? You only get the free leads once you're Emerald?
Yes. Yes, you want to be Emerald, or you have to be Emerald before you get these free leads. So before I talk about Emerald, so when you get to Success Club 10, that's a tongue twister, Success Club 10, that is basically just the same thing. You've just sold more challenge packs that month, and it's 2 per challenge pack. And when that happens and you are a coach, a rank above coach, so Emerald or Diamond or whatever you are, you get free Shakeology leads. So that has been amazing once I became Emerald and then became Diamond and started making sure that I hit Success Club 10 as my goal every month. And I've tried to hit it in Spencer's business as well, because just got 3 people, and that's 3 new people that bought Shakeology. One girl bought 3 different orders of it this week, and I got 3 times the commission off that. So it's so worth trying to hit Success Club 10 and be constantly talking to people and sending messages. And, when I'm about to open up my next paid group, I literally go back through all of my messages that I've ever sent out to anybody on Facebook, and I just resend them a little blurb. Hey, I just wanted to let you know I have my next challenge group open, and if you're interested, I'd love to send them the little graphic. I send it to everybody every month. So that's a good way to kind of try and work towards Success Club. As far as being Emerald, some of you new coaches who, if you don't know what that is or what that looks like, that's just the first rank. So you are all coach now. Then it goes up to Emerald, which Emerald is having you and then 2 coaches underneath you. So a lot of times people will sign up a spouse, a fiance or a husband or a partner or a sister or a family member. And that just allows you to be able to have kind of this extra up into your business. So for me, I was able to hit Diamond quicker because I had Spencer under me, and I was able to build coaches under him and get him to Emerald sooner than I would have been able to had I not had him as one of my coaches. So basically it's Spencer's name on everything, but it's me running his business. And so I treat anyone under him as my own coach, as my own customer, you just let them know, hey, I also run my husband's business. Just letting you know, you'll see his name Spencer instead of Ashley, but it's me. Something like that. And some of you coaches I can't even remember, but some of you guys may have been one that too. So,
yeah, I'm Spencer.
Yeah, a couple of you, Becca is. So that's kind of a little bit more about Emerald, but so that's, one way to get to Emerald faster is once you kind of get somebody who's maybe interested. So hopefully some of you will be having someone who's interested from this sneak peek group too, kind of feeling the momentum and the excitement of what we're doing as coaches, maybe getting to hear a couple stories from some of us and getting to ask questions and engage, as well as watching the awesome videos from Micah and Tara too. And so, once you kind of have business building, a lot of people see the benefits of signing up a hubby or a family member or something like that, just because it allows you to have somebody close to you that you can run their business and kind of have 2 different places kind of monitor and allow yourself to move where you want to. And Laura, in line with that, talking about direct deposit, we have the same direct deposit on mine and on Spencer's account. So I don't think that's a problem.
Okay, I was gonna say my sister-in-law, like she has her own credit card on it. It's all her name, social, like everything is hers. It's just the email is a separate email. Like that, I have like 3 or 4 email addresses, so I have one of mine listed, and I have the same direct deposit. So I didn't think that'd be a big deal.
No,
But
not at all.
I guess they don't care where the money goes. I don't know, but
No.
I just wanted to maybe start adding to her eventually. That way I can get to Diamond sooner.
Yeah. So Laura's an example of someone who didn't do a spouse, but she did her family member. She has her sister signed up. And so that's what she's asking about. Basically, so when I put Spencer on there, everything's in his name, but his email is one of my second emails that I have. His credit card is one of my credit cards. Actually, it's the same card that goes to the same direct deposit, and it's not a problem at all. So
Yeah, just to add to you, Ashley, real quick, because I don't know if they know about U+2, like you can pay, or you can have 2 other people on your credit card.
Right.
But because she's my sister or sister-in-law, I should say, or not a spouse or a parent or a child, I can't put her on my credit card. So that's why I contacted Beachbody, just to let them know, like, hey, this is what's going on. They're like, yeah, she needs her own credit card. So that we switched it over and everything was fine. But just so you don't do like what I did, because I was like, I don't want to be in that situation where they think I'm that person. So just cover your bases.
they tell us that they encourage you to sign up a spouse. And then, if it's a family member, you just have to have a different credit card on their account. But as far as direct deposit, where that money is going, that you get paid every week when you get your little paycheck, that can be the same thing. That's fine. Gotcha. So, does anyone have questions about Success Club still, or about leads that you get when you get anywhere, or about Emerald?
No, but do you think you can post a copy of what you wrote to them? Because I've been writing back from my Gmail, and that's been a little bit more successful for me to these new leads. But mine is also like an essay on the story of my life and how I became a coach. So I was like, maybe I should change that a little bit, not scare them.
Yeah, just something really short and sweet. And then you guys will be able to see my video that I made, so I won't make you watch it right now.
Okay.
but that way
Thank you. Yeah, that helped.
Sure. Becca, what was your question? It looks like you had a question.
Yeah, so I sent out 2 messages about Shakeology because people had asked me about it
Right.
on Monday, and no one said anything back yet. So I gave them the link to my site, and I said, this is sort of how it works. If you have any questions, these are sort of your options, but please let me know. And no one said anything back. So when do you follow up again after you give them the information?
Today.
Today? Okay. I wasn't sure if you should do it today or like tomorrow, so I wasn't sure.
My theory on following up is, think about it. Nobody is sitting around being like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot to message Becca back about Shakeology. I totally forgot.
Exactly.
No one's sitting there thinking about that. So for me, I would appreciate somebody sending me an email and being like, hey, did you look at this yet? And I'm like, oh crap, no, thank you. I'm going to look right now. So, and that happens all the time with coaching, with people who are interested in coaching, with people who are interested in challenge packs, in Shakeology. You just have to follow up with them and know that it's not going to be awkward. And, and every so often you'll get somebody who they won't ever message you back, and they were really interested, and you're like wondering why they never answered back, and it just kind of happens. But I would definitely follow up now. Just something really simple. Hey girl, just wanted to check in with you and see if you had any more questions about Shakeology. I know we talked on Monday. Let me know if I can help you with flavor ideas, or with how to sign up, or anything like that, or just something really, really brief, not a novel by any means.
Okay. Yeah.
Check it.
Perfect. Cool. I'll do it tonight.
Yeah. Anything else about that, about Success Club leads? Anything?
Nope.
Okay. I don't really have anything else. So unless you guys do, Laura had asked about apps, like showing you how to use some of the different.
Oh, Yeah, I guess more specifically, like I know you put your favorites in our Facebook page, so that wasn't the question. It was more of, like, I guess maybe I'm not using them right, or maybe I don't know enough about them, but I mostly use Rona. That's like the main one I use for like writing stuff down. I started using Photofy, and then I try to like hide the little Photofy at the bottom sometimes if I can work that out.
Yeah, that's sorry. I'm going to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, so because I don't like the little watermark on there, I always buy the app, which is probably dumb, but it bugs the crap out of me. So,
well, sometimes what I'll do is I'll take it to Rona, and like I've seen some of your pictures where like you can do the white edges on the side, which my pictures like won't do that. It only does it on the top and bottom for Rona, but I'll shrink it in Rona, like make it smaller, and then do something on Photofy, bring it back to Rona, and you can literally just put like a white bar across, and it makes no difference. So sometimes I'll do that too.
I'm trying to figure out,
tedious, but then it saves you that money.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I wanted to be able. Does anyone know how I could do this to where I could show you like what to do? Because it won't.
Yeah. I guess, are those like the main ones to use, or like how do you do like fading? Like I know you've done like fading words in front of something, like is that from Photofy?
Okay, so my new app, I barely ever use Rona anymore, except for when I make a post that is like a long ways one or something that doesn't fit in Instagram. And so what I really like about Photofy is that when you go in there, if you have the app, you go to like, create a photo, and it says create a single photo. And when you click on it, if I can figure out, maybe I'll use Spencer's phone and record myself doing a picture and show you guys, and then I can, okay, I'll do that. But because I can't figure out how to show you here. But when you get in there, Photofy is really awesome because you can click, after you've chosen the picture you want to do, then you click crop, and you can make it either a square, you can make it long ways, or you can make it tall. Wow, you talking horizontal or vertical. And if it's a collage, you can change the border size and make it really skinny. You can move everything around. You can move the pictures around where you want them to go. I just feel like it has a whole lot more flexibility in what you can do than Rona does. And Rona, doesn't have the collage maker and that kind of thing. And as far as the filters and the effects and the different stickers and designs and stuff that you can use, there's so many options on there that you don't have to pay for, and that you can pay for if you want. But they've just got a lot more fitness things. They've got a whole bunch of quotes on there and lots of.
I did see those. They have a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. So you kind of just have to play around with it. But when you add in a design, or I'm trying to follow alongside, make sure when you add in a design or something, I like the option. So, say I chose a sticker that says selfie or whatever, then I can go to edit my options, and I can change the transparency. I can put a shadow behind it so that it looks, if it's white on white, and it can have a black shadow or a white shadow or whatever you want. You can move it around. You can put it in front or in back. And so there's a lot of things that you can do with it.
Okay.
But I can do a little tutorial video on that.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I just need to investigate it more. I tried to do some of that, and I think I found the advanced controls, and I tried to play it, and I was like, maybe this is what it is. But I also put the watermark on it for you, so I didn't know if that's what the program or app you were using. So that's good to know.
Pretty much every post that I have made the last couple months has been with Photofy. From the time that I told you guys to go get it, that's pretty much what I use, just because I like it a lot. I like it a lot more. Now, can you guys still see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, for example, the one that I made today, talking about just my own story or whatever, that was on Canva. So if you guys don't ever use Canva, it's so tricky, and all of us hated it when we started using it. But it is nice to be able to use on the computer because it creates such a clear photo. And this is just different pictures that I downloaded. A lot of times I'll go to Google and I'll type in, like for this wooden background here, I type in wood background, and then I saved a picture and I downloaded it here, and then I drag it on over and I stretch it out to be the background, and then I can upload photo. Just upload your own images, and you can upload any of these different pictures or quotes or whatever it is that I to add in here. So, and you can make them bigger, smaller, you can tilt them around. You can do filters on some of the pictures to make them a different filter or make them brighter. So there's lots of options with that too. You know that you can click through all the different text options, and there's some that are already prefabbed for you if you like some of those. Or just
You've already cleared this up so much for me because I didn't realize you were uploading. I mean, I uploaded pictures. And I was like, how did she get the box with all the wordings in it? Because I'm looking at all these boxes and I'm like, they won't let me change the words on this Manhattan one. This is really awkward. I'm from Salisbury.
Yeah,
Like,
these are all image uploads. These are all pictures.
okay.
Yeah. So Photify and Canva are my two favorites. The other app that I will use sometimes is called WordSwag, which I told you guys about. And basically it's just use any kind of picture for a background, and you can also make your wording look awesome. Like it makes it look really cool. So maybe if there's a favorite
app,
it's an app. It's called WordSwag, like you're swaggy. Like this one. Let me show you this example. One that I made, the one that says fill your body.
That's the one I was like, oh my God, how does she do that?
So like that was a picture of me that I took holding my Shakeology. But then I went into WordSwag and I typed in what I wanted to say. And then you just click this little button and it changes your wording into a bunch of different ways and lets it look really professional and cool. But it's like, instead of being like, I love food, it's like, I love food. And it looks awesome. You know, it's like really cool. So yeah, that's a really good one. And I like it because it makes it look a little bit more professional. You could take a picture of your feet and make it look awesome. So
that's good. Good to know.
Yeah, so that's a great one to use. Anything else before we head out of here?
I think I'm good.
New coaches, anyone? I know Michelle and all them are on here, but if they have questions they can ask and everything like that. But is there anything else I promised you that I would post? I will post the email that I send to my girls, or my free leads. I will post a little Photify tutorial video for you. And what else did I say I was going to post? Something about a training group is what I wrote, but what was I talking about? I can't remember.
Sorry,
I'll think about that. Pregnancy brain is seriously making me not remember that. But I will do those for you guys. So if you have any other questions, or is there anything anyone needs me to post for them that they haven't been able to access or need help with?
Just real quick. So the coach open house, it starts tomorrow. Now I know it's not like a set time, right? It's just, it opens like technically tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
And then
one of us can post, or I'll post a little video just letting them know, hey, by now that's what I was. So I'm going to send you a little blurb, and then I know, Laura. God bless you. So we're going to send, let me write this down. Okay, tonight or tomorrow morning, I will just make a little video and post it in there tomorrow morning saying that either last night or this morning, you should have gotten an email from your coach who invited you, and they've given you the link to go find your training. Today, go and watch the first video of the training, and then check in with us here and let us know what you thought and what kind of questions you have. Something really simple like that, just so they're kind of brought back to the group feel and able to ask questions and everything like that.
Okay. And then when do you want any of us to add like a little video after you've posted that, like about like what coaching has done for us?
Anytime. Yeah, anytime. And just if I haven't posted anything yet, just say a little blurb like, hi, my name's Laura, or whatever, whoever is going to want to post one. I just wanted to share a little bit about my coaching experience and how it's, how it's changed my life or how it's affected my life. Hopefully hearing my story will help you, or whatever you want to say, something like that. But I'll make a post tonight kind of letting them know that we're going to be starting tomorrow, and to be kind of on the lookout for that quick email from their coach. And then that throughout the week or throughout the next couple of days, they'll be seeing videos posted from some of the coaches and just kind of sharing their story.
Cool.
So definitely be personally inviting. Go invite more people. Get a lot of no's. So make an event. Reshare your event. That's an option too. I've done that too as well. And just even people that I didn't even invite to it have posted on it and been like, yeah, actually, I'm curious, or, whatever. So, or post a screenshot of something tonight about you doing something that has to do with coaching, or a post or like a screenshot of your event or something, and post it on Instagram too. It doesn't hurt to put it on there and get some of those good hashtags in there, if anyone's interested.
Okay.
So, or so you can also I've gotten some people that have become interested in stuff on Instagram from doing those little DMs, the little direct messages on there. If you just send a screenshot of whatever picture it is, or sometimes I'll do a really quick 15-second video and just be like, take a deep breath and say it really quickly. I'm like, hey, yeah, I just think it's so inspirational. Have you ever thought about coaching? I'm actually hosting an open house this week from Wednesday to Friday. If you'd like to join, I'd love to let you know more about coaching. And then I send it and I write a little message with it. That's an option too. So sometimes being able to see you more than just seeing a picture of you or like a picture of something else makes it a lot more personal for people. So that's about it.
Okay.
Cool.
Lots of information. Sorry. Hopefully I answer most of your questions.
Yeah.
Anything else before we sign off?
No, thank you.
Nope.
Yeah, thanks, Ashley.
You're welcome. All right. I hope you guys have a good night. And like always, let me know if you have questions or call me, text me. Call me, maybe.
Thanks.
Always. All right. Love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks,
All
Ashley.
right, bye.